Hi, I'm Susan Berkley from GreatVoice.com with the second part in my series on talent agents. Actually, these are the top 10 things you need to know about voiceover talent agents. If you missed last week's submission, go to GreatVoice.com and it's right there on the blog for you to catch up. But today I want to talk about the remaining points that I want to make. And number 6 in our top 10 things you need to know about agents is auditions. So when an agent agrees to accept you, agrees to represent you, they'll be sending you auditions on a regular basis. Just make sure that you respond in a timely manner and you get those auditions done and out the door. That will endear you to the agent. If you ignore their auditions that they're sending you, they're not going to like that too much, and they might stop sending you on auditions altogether. But usually when you are a new talent with an agency, they're going to try you out and see how you do. So do answer those auditions. And it is okay to check in with your agent every once in a while to see how you're doing on the audition. Just because you didn't book or you don't hear from them might not mean that there's nothing wrong, but it is good to check in every once in a while just to get some encouragement. The second thing is to be wary of something that some agents do. Some agents will ask you to contribute to their marketing, and that's up to you. They might want you to pay some bucks to be on the house demo reel. That's completely up to you whether or not you want to do that, but I would be careful when an agent offers to make your demo for you. I do think that that is a conflict of interest. Sometimes they're in cahoots with a local studio, they take a cut, and I just don't think that that's ethical. So again, you can choose to do it if you want, but I would be very wary when an agent also wants to make your demo for you and wants additional money for that. The standard in the industry is that you don't pay an agent until you actually book work. Then they accept the payment, they remove their commission, and then they pay you the rest. And you will know ahead of time what kind of commission deal you have with that talent agent. Next point I want to make is how to submit your demo for consideration. I hinted at this last week, but you do need to go to their website and check their submission guidelines. It's very, very clear what they need from you and how they like you to submit. So follow those guidelines carefully and then follow up by phone, by email, by postcard. They might say on their site, don't call. Well, don't say I told you this, but sometimes a few calls are necessary to even get them to pay attention. But, if they don't, I wouldn't haunt them, or I wouldn't stalk them, to get them to return your phone calls. Emails usually are fine, as are postcards, to stay in touch. How to follow up? Well, as I just said, postcards and emails are perfectly acceptable. You don't need to follow up after every audition. They'll let you know if you booked it, although in the beginning it's okay to check in and make sure things are going well. But I would stay in touch with your agents every month by sending a postcard, just to remind them that you're there. If you've booked anything, you would put that information on the postcard. When you get on with an agency in the beginning, ask them how they like you to stay in touch, and they'll tell you. The final thing that I want to go over is what to say on a follow-up call after you have submitted your demo to an agent. You would ask, did you hear anything on the demo that is appropriate for your agency? Never ask an agent if they liked your demo or what they thought of your demo, because that's something an amateur would do. A pro would never ask anyone if they liked the demo. You might hear no, you just assume it's okay, it's professional. But the correct wording is, did you hear anything on my demo that was appropriate for your agency? So good luck to you. Let me know how it goes. I do hope you end up with at least one, and hopefully many more agents that will be important partners in your voiceover career.